Have you ever wondered how your upbringing shapes your adult life? What if your parents were narcissists? Welcome to a journey of understanding, where we delve into the world of narcissistic parenting and its hidden impacts. The term narcissistic parent might sound somewhat alien, yet its implications are deeply rooted in many lives. These are the parents who, rather than nurturing their children's growth, are more consumed with their own needs and desires. These parents often exhibit a distinct pattern of behavior, characterized by a lack of empathy towards their children's feelings. Their world revolves around themselves, and they manipulate situations to keep the spotlight firmly on them. A constant need for admiration and validation fuels their actions, often at the expense of their children's emotional well-being. The effects of narcissistic parenting are often far from visible on the surface. They're hidden, like silent whispers echoing through the corridors of a child's mind, shaping their perceptions and beliefs. It's like a stealthy shadow that follows them, subtly influencing their thoughts, actions, and relationships. The emotional health of a child growing up under such circumstances can be severely compromised. They may develop a distorted self-image, struggle with feelings of unworthiness, or even adopt their parents' narcissistic traits. These are wounds that often go unnoticed and unaddressed, seeping into adulthood and casting long, dark shadows over their lives. It's like a complex puzzle, where each piece is a fragment of their fractured self-esteem, their suppressed emotions, and their unmet needs. The picture that emerges is often one of an individual grappling with a legacy of emotional turmoil, a legacy that can set the stage for a lifetime of struggle. Our journey today seeks to shed light on this hidden impact, to unravel the complexities of this challenging upbringing. Because understanding is the first step towards healing, and acknowledging these hidden wounds is the beginning of a journey towards recovery. Growing up with narcissistic parents can set the stage for a lifetime of struggle. But remember, it's never too late to start picking up the pieces and rebuilding a healthier, happier you. Every life touched by a narcissistic parent has a unique story to tell. Let's explore a couple of these narratives. First, we meet Emily. Emily grew up with a mother who was the sun around which everyone else orbited. From the outside, her mother was charismatic, charming, even the life of the party. But at home, the reality was far different. Emily's mother demanded constant attention and praise, often at the expense of Emily's own emotional needs. Emily's life was a series of high expectations and harsh criticisms. Her achievements were overshadowed by her mother's need for validation. This constant undermining led Emily to question her worth, her abilities, and even her own thoughts and feelings. As she grew older, these doubts seeped into her relationships. She struggled to form healthy connections, often choosing partners who mirrored her mother's narcissistic traits. Emily's tale is a classic illustration of how a narcissistic parent can foster low self-esteem and difficulties in forming relationships in their children. Now, let's look at the story of Mark. Mark's father was a domineering figure. He used guilt and fear to manipulate Mark and his siblings, asserting control over every aspect of their lives. He was a master of playing the victim, twisting situations to make himself appear the injured party. This emotional manipulation was a daily reality for Mark. The constant fear of upsetting his father led Mark to suppress his emotions, a survival mechanism that followed him into adulthood. He found himself grappling with anxiety and depression, unable to express his feelings or assert his needs in a healthy way. Mark's story is a somber testament to the emotional abuse that can occur at the hands of a narcissistic parent, and the long-term psychological consequences it can have. While these stories may sound extreme, they are unfortunately not uncommon. The manipulation, the belittling, the emotional neglect, these are classic hallmarks of narcissistic parenting, and the impact? It's deeply rooted, affecting the way individuals like Emily and Mark view themselves, how they interact with others, and how they navigate their emotional landscape. These experiences can be incredibly isolating, but it's important to remember, if you've lived through something similar, you're not alone. There's a community out there, people who understand, who've walked in your shoes. These stories are a sobering reminder of the lasting harm narcissistic parents can inflict. But they're also a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, the capacity for understanding, and the power of healing. Despite the damage, survivors of narcissistic parents can find ways to heal and thrive. It's a journey, one that requires patience, self-love, and perseverance. But it's a journey worth taking. One vital step is acknowledging the impact. Recognizing that your upbringing was not the norm, that it was in fact harmful, is a significant stride towards healing. It's about understanding that the emotional manipulation, the lack of empathy, the constant need for admiration, these are not traits of loving, nurturing parents. This recognition is not about casting blame, but about understanding the root of your struggles, giving you a starting point for your healing journey. Professional help can be a lifeline in this process. Therapists and counselors specializing in narcissistic abuse can provide you with the tools and strategies to navigate your feelings and experiences. They can help you unpack the complex emotions that come with realizing your parents' narcissistic tendencies and guide you towards a path of self-discovery and healing. Building a supportive network is another crucial aspect of this journey. Surround yourself with friends who understand and empathize with your experiences. Find support groups, either in person or online, where you can share your story and hear from others who have walked a similar path. Remember, you're not alone in this. There are others out there who have faced similar experiences and come out on the other side stronger and more resilient. And speaking of resilience, it's important to remember that despite your past, you have the potential to break the cycle. You have the ability to define your own narrative, to cultivate healthier relationships, and to live a fulfilling life. It won't always be easy, and there will be days when the pain feels insurmountable. But remember, healing is not a linear process. It's okay to have bad days. It's okay to feel overwhelmed. What matters is that you keep moving forward, one step at a time. Survivors are not defined by their past, but by their resilience and capacity to heal. You are more than the child of a narcissistic parent. You are a survivor, and you have the strength to heal and thrive. The impact of narcissistic parents is profound, but understanding it is the first step towards healing. As we've delved into in this video, narcissistic parents often display characteristics of emotional manipulation, self-centeredness, and a lack of empathy. Growing up in such an environment can leave lasting impacts on a person's psyche, leading to low self-esteem, difficulties in forming healthy relationships, and a struggle to establish a personal identity. Yet, through acknowledging these challenges, we pave the way towards healing. It's crucial to recognize the experiences you've been through and understand that they aren't reflective of your worth or capabilities. Seeking professional help can be an important step in navigating this journey, providing tools and strategies to overcome these psychological hurdles. Remember, it's not the shadows of the past that define you, but the strength you find in overcoming them. With understanding and support, you can heal, grow, and turn your experiences into a source of resilience and empathy.